Come on, what's going on? Hey, I'm out here at the Wilderness out in Salem for round 6, I believe. So I just want to start off. First of all, we got Stasic racing this weekend. We also have the fishing tournament. So make sure you guys bring your pole stuff for the fishing tournament. And the finish is going to be down there where I'm going to finish. And this one section right here, it's gated off. But this is going to be coming down after you finish the finish line. You'll come down here. I'm going to head down to the finish line, or the starting line. This kind of has a couple of those little kickers in them. If you've ridden out here before, you've ridden the section. It's basically like in a valley between two sides. They've actually had a GNCC race out here one time back in the day, back in the 90s, I think they said. So, all right, but you're going to head up that way after you finish the finish line, and then you'll shoot back. But I'm going to head down here to the start, and then we'll do. Come on, welcome back. All right, so the section I showed you before, like I said, that's after you finish the finish line. You'll come down that little flat section by the road. You'll shoot up where we're going to meet onto, and then we'll head out into the woods. So it's 9.6 track. Don't forget about the fishing and the little Stasics racing out here this weekend. So bikes are Saturday, ATVs are Sunday. So let's get it. This is one of probably the gnarliest starts you'll have. You take off and all of a sudden you hit this sharp right-hand turn uphill. You know, it kind of throws people different directions and stuff. Little bikes are hard to get up, and dirt bikes are fun to watch it. So, all right, let's go. Yeah, so right up here, you can go on this inside, or you can take that outside over there. It's real choppy and stuff. So we'll probably be coming down probably this way. He told me where it matches up at, so as long as I get there, we'll get there. But anyways, just going to hook back on to this section right here. And then we'll be shooting across this little flat section. Remember the trees, little box stand, little box blind. And then we're going to do a hard right. Right now we're with Minnie, we're with everybody. Alright, so right here we got a little hill climb, got some rocks. I'm getting ready for the 9-hour habit. Alright, then we jump on this little road right here. Oh, I missed it. Because they had it down. But you'll come down this little section right here and then up this little hill. Yeah. What'd I say? 9 point? Oh, shit. I'm already hitting stuff. Tight right there. Woo! Very tight. A little tight right here. So we're still all together. A little uphill. Woo! A little downhill, got a little mud hole. Alright, we're going to come across over here. He says some of the sections are going to be running backwards, but he's able to go backwards and forwards on some of these sections that they rode last year. So there's like little cutovers. Alright, so we cross the road back again. We're still all together. so. We're at the mile. I don't know what the mile marks are. And minis will cut down here. Youth and adults. Keep going. It's a little right-hander, a little uphill. You won't have too many flat sections, maybe like here up on some ridges and stuff, but like I said, this track is pretty much down in a valley. For the start, I mean, the track around it is up on the hillside, which the park is basically around in a valley. Alright, so here's the 1 mile mark, so that split over is within the 1 mile for the minis. Alright, little new grass section. Uphill. That looked like a cute little crossover. Woo, pipe. Alright, so right here it looks like after you cross that pipe you got a little drop down there. You got this little section right here. So now we got some junk here. Woo! Crossing over. Remember, this is a Thursday evening, so just enough markers and stuff up for me to come out and ride it. But they'll have, you know, well, you got a little inside right here. It's a little uphill. It's got smooth sections and it's got some, you know, rutty sections. These trails have been ridden a lot. Like I said, they raced out here in the 1990s, I think. I don't know what I did right there, but it probably wasn't a very fast line. It's weird, I haven't done one of these on the quad in a while. Oh, nice little hill climb. Nice little hill climb right there, probably in the 1.5 miles. Weather's looking good this weekend. Alright, so we got some danger. They also told me they're going to come back down and cut a lot of this brush out. They haven't fine-tuned the track yet. Alright, so right here we got a hard hairpin turn. Don't overshoot it. Like what I about did. Dropping into a new grass section. A little downhill. And it looks like we're going to be doing a right. Whoa. Alright, so that was probably backed off some old, or some new to some old. It's a little downhill. Got a little kicker right here. I didn't plan on getting muddy today, but looks like that's going to happen. Alright, so we should be going up to the 2 mile here soon. A little uphill, a little chunky. Another water hole kicker. A couple days, that'll probably be gone. Watch this turn right here, go off camera, got some roots. going to go up the way we probably did last year that came down. We're going to shoot off over here. So like I said, Richie said there's a lot of new cutovers. So pay attention, right? Especially down here. Don't go bombing into that. I mean, when you come out and race these tracks, you know, this is a good uphill right here. A little long one. It definitely has some junk in it. Nice downhill right here. They can't take every tree out of here. Otherwise it wouldn't be cross-country racing. And most of the time it's not the designer of the track's fault, it's the rider's fault, because they're normally too gung-ho to go out here and win a $5, $10 plaque, and they scream by something and, you know, they end up taking themselves out. But you know, I mean, things don't move, so it is what it is. You can't come out here and complain. You know, you want to do that, you might as well stay home and play, you know, ATV motocross games on TV. And like I said, I'm 57. I know the risk I'm out here doing. Section. Track really flowy. Here we're at the 2 mile mark. Coming up to use will take off that way. Right after the 2 mile, up here on this ridge, shoot back down. Adults, let's go. Oh yeah. Feels good to be out here in the evening. It's just this awesome, you know, long week of work and then come out and do a little ride, no stress, no competition. I haven't been on the quad in a while, so like I said, I got that Havoc race this weekend, and whoa, I wanted to, whoa, tight, very tight. On the fun. Whoa. Alright, so this is definitely a new cutout section. Should be cool for the bikes. A little single track. Then we got that little washout uphill. section right there. I gotta remember to come off the hands, grip with the knees more, but I got shorts on. Shorts and boots. Alright, so downhill right here, you got a sharp right. I got a track preview from last year, you guys can watch. Oh, now watch right here. Downhill, looks like a little off camber. Some kind of thing right here. What we got? So up, down, and then back up. Always call those like the slow down spots. Alright, so this is kind of new probably right here. A little uphill. Yeah, could you imagine running a GNCC out here now? Shit, you couldn't even fit probably a quarter of the people they have now and coming in here. Alright, so now we got a downhill, two-line section. I'm going to take this inside. Sticks flying. Other look kind of washed out. Your decision. Whoa, real washed out right here. This after the 3, I think it was. So we got more downhill, danger. We go to the right. Oh! Little creek crossing. You're always at the bottom. You always gotta go up. Whoa! I saw those rocks right there, so I said, alright, I'm gonna take a different route, but not the route I would have taken in the race. Save the hands a little bit. Off-cambered section. Man, it feels like some of these tracks have been out here before, but we haven't raced out here this year. A little uphill. Very rooty. But man, if this place gets wet, woo, let me tell you. So anyways, what happened with Slowy, that's still baffles me, but I guess there's been a couple guys kicked out, Cookies or something. But yeah, I feel basically just the racers basically, yeah, I mean I film crashes and stuff, but you're gonna have those. But this seems like the world of the internet, this little downhill right here, it's gone crazy though, People want to see that shit. They want to see that, the fighting, I mean, but you're gonna get it when you go to this is a good downhill right here. I don't even go to some of these tracks, but I hear about the partying and shit that's going on, and, that's what you expect. You go to, Howard's Hole, you expect to see that. You're going to see underage drinking, you're going to see a lot more shit, but I don't know. That's kind of like why my filming is why I like to get away from people and I like to show stuff that people don't get to see, It's been kind of hard to do that lately since I don't have a truck, but now I got some kind of vehicle that can transport a trailer. So at least I'm mobile now, so there's a little tricky section down here, got a little cross cut, water cut out into some tight trees. There's 2 sections around it. Cut off this big ass mud hole back here, it looks like, into a hill climb. Alright, so we're at the 4 mile mark. sucks that it happened, but you just watch his subscribers and shit grow, you know, and his videos, they just continue to climb, you know. So I guess sometimes you gotta go rogue or do something different to get those. Because I've been doing it for 4 or 5 years, and I'm just over 4,100 subscribers, you know. It's just bullshit. I bring the straight shit, you know, but people don't want to see that. I mean, some people do, but most of YouTube wants to see the crazy shit, you know. But oh well. Alright, so that was an uphill, and then we're in this little grass section right here. I'm doing a hard right. Downhill. I know this guy. Little mud hole kicker. Some more mud. Alright, so we're along this flat section here. Kind of the wet side, obviously. Little flat section, couple kickers. Into a downhill. It's like a good long downhill. I think we came up it last year. Ooh, got a little drop off right here. Oh, this is the hill. Yeah, this is a good hill climb right here. But we're going down it. It's by the swamp section. Sections down there. Got the mud sling. They took out the swamp area probably. That was always gnarly. This is a gnarly little section right here, off cambered. different races and come from like 60 to 120 different clips. You're editing per one, you know, and the time it takes me, whoa, off cambered and you know what I do, and I got 4,000 some subscribers. A little off camber down, a little slight downhill like that. Definitely off camber. You know, it just sucks. Because I make shit. I mean, you even hear the other guys, you know. If you want to make it on YouTube, still take everybody else's work and do your, and then put it together. Alright, this is kind of like a little bit of a couple lines all over. Choose which one you want. I'm taking this bottom one. But you know, you look at all these funny videos of carrions or fighting videos, you know. That one person that's posting it didn't film it, he got it from other people. About 75% of the internet, if you look, is other people's stuff. Because most people don't want to do YouTube, but they have cool clips, so they send them into somebody. I mean, if that's your bag, go ahead, you know, do it. But there's some off-cambered stuff right here. Whoa, a little tricky. Little camel back up and down. The track's very flowy. you that, then I'll come out and I'll get bit. Alright, watch that little off camber section. Not the smoothest. Little uphill right here. Still going up. Alright, going downhill. Turn it off, put my feet up. So anyways, what's going on? I haven't done one of these in a while. Like I said, come out here and talk for 40 minutes and gotta think about what to talk about. I guess I can just talk about track. Like I said, I'm not into drama unless I want to be, but try to stay away from all that. Alright, so that was a nice little downhill section so you guys could hear. At the bottom, you got this neat little cutout section right here. That was a good nice every day. We always decide, hey, what do you want to do today? I don't know, let's do that. You know, waves weren't good. You know, we had other options to do. So West Virginia, you just don't have those many options. And like I said, ooh, this is a nice little section right here. Looks like you may have an outer, and you definitely have this inner section right here. It's like a ride at Disneyland. Woo! Back up here. I try to do it like you do it, put both hands up. Woo! But yeah, front tires will take off and send me into a tree. Oh, a little hard downhill. It's a good one. Little dip section. Looks like we've got a new little crossover section. Cool track. I think we came this way, man. Days. There's a nice rock face section. Alright, so then we'll come out here and do the old swoop around. Remember, don't forget about the fishing tournament. Saturday fishing and station racing on Saturday. Water looks good. These are looking good. Smells fishy. That's a good sign. And then, like I said, you'll have this probably dusted off by Sunday with the condition that we're having. And oh, sharp right here. Oh, I missed it. Damn it. See what happens when you play around. Looking for things all day. Alright. Yeah, don't go there. Go back to where this is coming. But this will be the finish line. You'll come into the finish. And then, like I said, you'll come back out around here. Follow this section out through. up, the whole Mountain State crew. I appreciate letting me come out and burn up some steam and stuff on a Thursday evening. Much appreciative. So subscribe, like, and share.